Hello everyone. As we know that the modern atomic structure is based on quantum mechanics. So it is known as quantum mechanical model. Schrödinger is the father of quantum mechanics. He derived the equation to calculate the energy of electron. And that equation is known as Schrödinger wave equation. Just give attention. The quantum mechanical model, that is the structure of the atom, depends upon quantum mechanics, is known as quantum mechanical model of an atom. Erwin Schrödinger, father of quantum mechanics, derived the equation to calculate the energy of an electron, which is known as Schrödinger wave equation. That is del square psi by del x square plus del square psi by del y square plus del square psi by del z square plus 8 pi square m into e minus v into psi upon h square equal to 0. The equation given by him is del square psi by del x square plus del square psi by del y square plus del square psi by del z square plus 8 pi square m into e minus v into psi upon h square equal to 0. Let's define the each term. X, y and z is a coordinates of Cartesian system. Del y del x is a mathematical operation, that is partial differentiation. Psi is a wave function. M, mass of electron, that is 9.109 into 10 raised to minus 31 kilogram. E, total energy of electron. V, potential energy of electron. H, Planck constant, the value is 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule into second. The solution of this equation, which is give the solution of psi, which have three variable, that is r, theta and phi. When we solve this equation, in a solution of the psi, we will get the three variable, that is r, theta and phi. From this variable, we define the quantum numbers of an electron. From r, we define the quantum number, that is n. From theta, we define quantum number l, and from phi, we define quantum number of m. N, that is known as principal quantum number. L, angular momentum quantum number or azimuthal quantum number. M, magnetic momentum quantum number. The fourth quantum number, that is S or ms, is known as spin quantum number, does not derive from Schrödinger equation. What do you mean by quantum number? The number which describes the electron in an atom. The first quantum number that we have, principal quantum number, denoted by small n. Principal quantum number define the energy of the electron. Second, distance between nucleus and electron. Define orbit, or is also known as shell. Define the radius of the atom. Principal quantum number always have a integer value, and an orbit or shell. N equal to 1, that is k orbit. 2, L, 3, M, 4, N, phi, O, 6, P, 7, Q, and so on. This way they define the principal quantum number. Second quantum number that we have, angular momentum quantum number, denoted by small l. It defines orbitals. The value of L starts from 0 to n minus 1 for a orbit. L an orbital, L equal to 0, then it defined as s orbital. L equal to 1 defined as p orbital. L equal to 2 d orbital. L equal to 3 f orbital. L equal to 4 g orbital. L equal to 5 h orbital, and so on. Another one table, L equal to 1, the value of L is 0, the orbital is s, as we defined L equal to 0, which orbital? S. The orbit for n equal to 1 is k. 2, then value of 0 to n minus 1, substitute the n equal to 2 in this one, so 2 minus 1, 1, so two values are possible, 0 and 1. L equal to 0, so orbital we have s, another one orbital is p. You can see here both the orbital have a s orbital. So how can we differentiate the orbital s is belonging from which orbit or shell, right? So for that we always mention the principal quantum number before the orbit. So I am mentioning here 1s because it is belonging from first. Here I am mentioning 2s and 2p. N equal to 2, so the shell that we have L. Same way n equal to 3, then 3 minus 1, 2, so 3 values are possible, 0 to 2 matlab 0, 1, 2. L equal to 0, that means s, the principal quantum number is 3, so it is 3s, 1 that is 3p, 2 that is 3d, and the cell that we have n. Four, then the possible values are 4 minus 1, 3, so 0, 1, 2 and 3. 0, that is s, the principal quantum number is 4, so 4s. 4p for 1, 4d for 2 and 4f for 3. So this cell is defined as n cell. 4, n equal to 4, 4 minus 1, 3, so 0, 1, 2 and 3. Respective orbitals are 4s, 4p, 4d and 4f, and the shell that is n, right? You can see that the principal quantum number is also defined the number of orbital in a orbit. If n equal to 1, then it has only one orbital, 1. 2, then it has 2 orbital. 3, that means it has 3 orbital. 4, that means it has 4 orbital. If I will go for 5, then it has 5 orbital, like this. Okay, let's go ahead. Third quantum number, magnetic momentum quantum number, denoted as m. Magnetic momentum quantum number is defined suborbitals. It defines orientation of electron. Its values start from plus L2 minus L. The total values of m is 2L plus 1. The plus and minus sign is just define the direction, nothing else. You can see in a table the value of L is 0. Then the value of m is plus 0 to minus 0, that means only 0. the suborbital is defined for this is S itself. So S orbital have only one suborbital, that is S itself. 1, then plus 1, 2, minus 1. So 3 values are possible, plus 1, 0 and minus 1. With respect to them, the orbitals are defined px, py and pz. That means the p orbital have 3 suborbital. It doesn't mean that is plus 1 is denoted for plus px, 0 is denoted for py, minus 1 is denoted for pz. It does not like this. You can use any value for px, py and pz. If anybody wants to use plus 1 for px, okay. Plus 1 for py, okay. Plus 1 for pz, okay. Right? No issue for this. If L equal to 2, then possible values are plus 2 to the minus 2, so plus 2, plus 1, 0, minus 1 and minus 2. That means 5 values are possible. So d orbital have 5 suborbital and their names are dxy, dyz, dzx, dx2-y2 and dz2. This one is a d orbital. L equal to 3, then plus 3 to the minus 3, so possibility is plus 3, plus 2, plus 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. Till today, this orbital is unknown, their names are not derived yet. So we denote it as f plus 3, f plus 2, f plus 1, f 0, f minus 1, f minus 2, f minus 3. That means total 7 suborbitals are possible. Right? As we discussed, S have a 1 suborbital, P have a 3 suborbital, D have 5 suborbital and F have 7 suborbitals. If we go forward for the orbital that is G, then possible suborbitals are 9. If H, then 11. Add 2 to orbital, add 2 to suborbital in a orbital and you will get the answer. Fourth quantum number that we have, spin quantum number. Electron rotates around the nucleus as well as its own axis, either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, so that S have 2 values, either plus 1 by 2 or minus 1 by 2. Conventionally we are accepted plus 1 by 2 for clockwise and minus 1 by 2 for anti-clockwise. N is the principal quantum number, L azimuthal quantum number, the value of L 0 to n minus 1, M plus L 2 minus L, suborbital is denoted by the M. We will get the value suborbital from the M, orbitals from the L, orbit from the N. Total number of suborbital is the formula is n square and maximum number of electron can be filled is a 2n square. Now just give attention. The principal quantum number is 1. So value of L is 0. Value of M is also 0. The suborbital is 1s and orbital is also 1s. Orbit, that is n equal to 1, so k shell, number of electron, that is number of suborbital is 1 and total number of electron can accommodate is 2. So this one is the first, if principal quantum number is 1, the L value is 0, value of M is 0, the suborbital is 1s, the orbital is also 1s, orbit is k, total number of suborbital is 1 only and maximum number of electron can accommodate is 2. Now n equal to 2, so value of L is possible 0 and 1. Value of M, L equal to 0, then 0. Suborbital is 2s, orbital is 2s. 1, so the possible value is +1, 0, -1. The suborbitals are 2px, 2py, 2pz, and these are the which orbital? 2p orbital. Okay. With respect to them, n equal to 2, the shell that we have L, total number of suborbitals that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 square is 4. You will get the same answer by the calculation or formula. Number of electron can accommodate is 8. N equal to 3, the possible value is 0, 1 and 2. Right? L equal to 0, so value of M is 0. The suborbital is 3s and the orbital is also 3s. 1, then possible value is +1, 0, -1, then orbital with respect to them 3px, 3py, 3pz, and this one is which orbital? 3p. 2, then possible value is +2, +1, 0, -1, -2, and the possible suborbitals that we have 3dxy, 3dyz, 3dzx, 3dx2-y2, and 3dz2, and these orbitals are respective orbital is 3d. Okay, the respective orbit or shell, that is M. Number of orbitals, just calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3 square, that is equal to 9. Number of electron can accommodate is 18. Then after n equal to 4, possible value is 0, 1, 2 and 3. The suborbital is 4s, orbital is 4s, 1, that is +1, 0, -1. Respective suborbitals are 4px, 4py and 4pz. Respective orbital is 4p +2, so +2, +1, 0, -1 and -2. Respective orbitals are 4dxy, 4dyz, 4dzx, 4dx2-y2 and 4dz2, and the respective orbital is 4d. L equal to 3, so possible value of 3 is M value is +3, +2, +1, 0, -1, -2 and -3. Okay, and possible suborbital we have 4f +3, 4f +2, 4f +1, 4f 0, 4f -1, 4f -2 and 4f -3. Respective orbital is 4f with value of n equal to 4. The shell that we have n shell, total number of orbital 4 square is 16 and total number of electron can accommodate by it is 32. For n equal to 5, you can draw the same type of the table 5, 6, 7 and so on. This table is very important, so please write it properly and make a chart. This will help to calculate the quantum number, right? Okay. Let's see the electronic configuration. Electronic configuration means arrangement of electron in an atom. This configuration is explained by 3 different scientists. The first is Aufbau. Aufbau said that electrons in various suborbital of an orbit are filled in the increasing order of their energies. That means the orbital which have a lower energy is filled first, then after higher energy. Right? The energy of electron is defined by the n plus L value. Let's see. Electrons in various orbital of an orbit are filled in the increasing order of their energies. That means electrons are first filled in the lower energy level, then after enter into higher energy level. The energy of orbitals defined by n plus L value. The smaller the n plus L value, lower the energy. Here I am defining the value of n plus l for various orbitals. Just give attention. 1s. Compare with the n and l. Then what we get? N equal to 1, l equal to s orbital. So the value of s orbital is 0. So value of n plus l is 1. 2s. Compare with the nl. So n equal to 2, l equal to s orbital, that is value is 0. So n plus l equal to 2. 2p orbital, nl, n equal to 2, l equal to 1 for p orbital as we discussed. So n plus l value is 3. 3s orbital, nl value, n equal to 3, l equal to 0. So n plus l value is 3. You can see here the n plus l value for 2p and 3s is same. He defined this rules also. If 2 or more than 2 orbitals have same value of n plus l, then lower value of n, lower energy, that means it will be first fill. So that 2p orbital is first fill and then after 3s. After 3s the orbital is 3p. nl is equal to n equal to 3, l equal to 1, the value of n plus l equal to 4. 3d, nl, n equal to 3, l equal to 2, so n plus l value is 5. 4s, nl, n equal to 4, l equal to 0, so n plus l value is 4. 4p, nl, n equal to 4, l equal to 1, so n plus l value is 5. You can see here the energy of the 3p is and the energy of 4s both are same. N plus l value is 4, but according to this rule the 3p have a lower energy than 4s because the principal quantum number of 3p is 3. So the order of filling is maybe 3p have lower energy, then after 4s. 3d, the value of n plus l is 5, so then after 3d. 4p is 5, but principal quantum number of p orbital, 4p orbital is 4, so it has a higher energy, so this way. So this is the order, right? Let's see how can we derive the order of to fill the electron in an orbital. Just give attention. N equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on so on. With respect to them, the orbit is K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, and the orbitals 1s, 2s and 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f, 5s, 5p, 5d, 5f. Till today no one atom have a g orbital, so I am not mentioning here. Same 6s, 6p, 6d, 6f, the atom which have a 6f orbital, yet today it's not find out, so I am not mentioning here. Same 7s, 7p, and here it is a 8s. What you have to do to write the order, just give the diagonal arrow to this way. This one is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, and 8, and so on. So on. You can write down up to infinite. Now just give attention. First, lowest energy that we have 1s, then after 2s, then after go for the third arrow. What we got? 2p and 3s. So 2p first, and then after 3s, then fourth, that is 3p and 4s. 3p is first, and then after 4s. Then after fifth arrow, we got 3d, 4p and 5s. So 3d first, then after 4p, then after 5s, go for the sixth number, 4d, 5p, 6s. So 4d, 5p, 6s. Go for the 7, 4f, 5d, 6p, 7s. Then after 8, 5f, 6d, 7p, 8s, and so on. We can write. So this is the order of electrofilling. You can compare. See, 3p is first, then after 4s, 3d and 4p among this one. So just check it out. 3p, 3p, 4s, 4s, 3d, 3d, 4p, 4p. So this way we can write the order to fill the electron in an orbital. Pauli's exclusion principle. Now the question is arise, how many electron can fill in this orbital? 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s. How can we come to know that how many electron is filled in this orbitals? And it's said to be a full fill, and then after electron enter into the next orbital. The answer was given by Pauli's, and which is known as Pauli's exclusion principle. According to him, no one 2 electrons in suborbital of an atom have same set of 4 quantum number. No one suborbital can accommodate more than 2 electrons. So, as we know that s orbital has only one suborbital, so it can accommodate 2 electrons. P orbital have 3, px, py, pz. Each of them have a 2, 2, so total number of electrons is 6. D orbital have 5 suborbital, dxy, dyz, dzx, dx2-y2, dz2. Each of them have 2, so 5 2s are 10 electron. F orbital that have 7 subcells, so f plus 3, f plus 2, f plus 1, f0, f minus 1, f minus 2, f minus 3. Each of them have 2, so 14 electron can accommodate by f orbital, and so on. We can write next rule, that is the Hund's law. Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Pairing of electrons in various suborbital of an orbital take place after each orbital is half filled or singly occupied. In various cases we found that the order that is assumed by us, actual electrofield in an atom is different. Why it's so? Then the answer is also given by him, that is the orbital that is p is 0 if 3 electrons are filled or 6 electrons, d0, d5 and d10, f0, f7 and f14. When we got this type of configuration, this configuration is give the more stability to the atom. So sometimes the atom itself changes configuration. Okay, so keep in mind, this can be written in a words: completely vacant, half filled and completely filled orbital gives maximum stability to the atom. Okay, let's start to fill the electron in the atom. Just give attention. The first element that we have, hydrogen, have atomic number 1. It has 1 electron. Always start the electron to fill from 1s. So the configuration of hydrogen is 1s1. Then after helium, the number of electron is 2. So 1s2. As we know that s orbital can accommodate maximum 2 electron. Lithium, atomic number is 3. Start from the 1s. So 1s2. 2 electrons are filled in a s orbital. So the next third electron that will enter into the 2s orbital. So the configuration of lithium is 1s2, 2s1. Then after beryllium, number 4, the configuration is 1s2, 2s2. After beryllium, the atom is boron 5, 1s2, 2s2. S orbital can accommodate 2 electrons only. So total number of electrons we have here 4. 1 electron is left. So it enter into the 2p orbital. 2p have a 3 suborbital, px, py and pz. You can write the 2px1, you can write the 2py1, you can write the 2pz1, any one orbital. Because the suborbital of an orbital have same energy. Okay, so conventionally I am accepting here 2px1. After boron, that is carbon, so 1s2, 2s2, 2px2. When we first time write this reaction, this configuration, then but obviously we will do like this only. But keep in mind, the Hund's law says that the pairing of electron in various suborbitals of an orbit take place after each orbital is half filled or singly occupied, right? That means the suborbital of p will get one more electron, so configuration becomes 1s 2px1 and 2py1. Okay, don't write down 2px2. After carbon, that is 7, atomic number is nitrogen, 1s2, 2s2. According to Hund's law, 1 electron in suborbital, they are half filled. Okay, the next element is oxygen, 8, 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. Okay, how many electron? Just calculate. 2, 2, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Total 7 electron, but oxygen have 8 electrons. So 8 number electron. Now according to the Hund's law, pairing of electrons in various suborbitals of an orbit take place after each orbital is half filled. See here, each orbital is half filled, all have a one more electron now. So next electron that will be enter in a 2px, that is now the configuration of oxygen is 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py1, 2pz1. Suppose anyone want to write this way, 2px1 and 2py2. Okay, 2pz2. Okay, right? Why? Then suborbitals have a same energy of an orbit, right? But conventionally we are accepting 2px2, 2py1, 2pz1. After oxygen, the element is fluorine. The configuration is become 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py2 and 2pz2. After fluorine, the element is neon, that is 10 number. So configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py2, 2pz2. Now you can see that all the suborbital is completely filled. That is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p6. This one is the neon. Neon is the inner gas, so we can write the neon in a capital box, which is pronounced as neon core. The meaning of neon core, the electron is filled like a 1s2, 2s2 and 2p6. Right? Then after the 11 number element, that is sodium. Starting from the 1s have a 2 electron, 2s have a 2 electron, 2p have a 6 electron, 10 electron is filled. After 2p, the next orbital is 3s, and 3s can accommodate 2 electron, but here we have to accommodate only 1. So configuration of sodium is become 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Or in a short form you can write down neon core 3s1. The meaning of neon, that you have 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, you can see here, right? 3s1. After sodium, the element is magnesium 12, 10 electron like a neon, and the 2 electron can accommodate by 3s, so 3s2. After magnesium is the aluminium, 13 number, so neon core, that is a 10 electron can accommodate like neon. Then after 3s2, and conventionally we are accepting 3px1 first. After aluminium, that is silicon, 14, the configuration is neon core, 3s2, and suborbital electrons are first filled in a parallel spin, that means half filled, 3px1, 3py1. After silicon is phosphorus, the atomic number is 15, neon core, 3s2, 3px1, 3py1, 3pz1. After fluorine, the atomic number is 16, sulfur, neon core, 3s2. You can see here that each orbital is half filled, suborbital is half filled. So now pairing of electron can be occur. Conventionally we are accepted 3px2, 3py1, 3pz1. After sulfur, the element is 17 number is chlorine, that is neon core, 3s2, 3px2, 3py2, 3pz1. After chlorine, that is argon, 18 number, that is neon core, 3s2, 3px2, 3py2, 3pz2. You can see here all suborbital have 2 electron. So argon can be written as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, that is like a neon. Then 3s2 and 3p6, that means total 80 electron. Argon is inert gas, so it is a argon in capital box, which is pronounced as argon core, right? After argon, the 19 number of element that we have potassium, 19, so 18 electron like argon. And next electron after 3p, the orbital is 4s, so 4s1. Calcium, that is the 20 number is calcium, so configuration is argon core, 18 electron like argon, and 4s2. So you can see here this is the configuration of first 20 element. Now 21 number of element, that is the scandium. Just give attention. 18 electron is filled like a argon, so argon core. Then after 2 electron in 4s, so 80 and 2 is 20. Next electron, that is in a 3d, and conventionally we are accepted as 3d xy1. If somebody will write 3d yz1 acceptable, 3d zx1 acceptable, 3d x2-y2 1 acceptable, 3d z2 acceptable, right? But conventionally we are accepting like this. After scandium, the element is titanium, 22, that is argon core, 18 electron like argon, 2 electron in 4s, so 20, 21 and 22. Okay. After titanium, that is vanadium, number 23, so argon core, 18 electron like argon, 4s2, that is 20, 21 in dxy, 22 in dyz, 23 in dzx. After vanadium, that is chromium, 24, the configuration is 18 electron like argon, 20, 19 and 20 in a 4s, then 3d xy1, 3d yz1, 3d zx1, 3d x2-y21 and 3d z20 and 4s. So according to our rule, the electron is filled like this, but as I told you that there are certain exceptional cases, and this one is the first exceptional case. Actually, when according to our rule, that is Aufbau, Pauli's and Hund's law, the configuration is required like this, that is argon core 3d4 4s2, but this configuration is not satisfy the stability of the chromium. Why so? Because chromium itself jumped its one electron from 4s to 3d, and the configuration of the chromium is argon core 3d-xy1, 3d-yz1, 3d-zx1, 3d-x2-y21, 3d-z21 and 4s1. That means the configuration of chromium is argon core 3d5 4s1. This one is the right configuration, not this one, right? The reason is, then previously and Hund's law we already studied that half filled d orbital is here half filled, and which is give the more stability to the chromium atom. So chromium itself jump one electron from 4s to 3d like this. So always write this configuration in exam, don't write the upper one. After chromium, that is manganese 25, 18 electron like argon, right? 19 and 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. Okay. After manganese is iron 26, 18 electron like argon, 4s2 that is 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, right? One electron is left. You can see here all 5 suborbitals of d orbital is halfly filled. So now pairing of electron will occur. Conventionally I am accepting here. So 3d-xy2. So configuration of ion is argon core 3d-xy2, 3d-yz1, 3d-zx1, 3d-x2-y21, 3d-z21 and 4s2. After iron, that we have cobalt 27 number, that is argon core 18 electron, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 and 27. So this way. After cobalt, that is nickel 28 number, that is argon core. I'm just write down here 3d-xy2 because we know that 3d-yz2, 3d-zx2, 3d-x2-y21, 3d-z21 and 4s2. After that is a copper. The configuration of copper is argon core 3d-xy2, 3d-yz2, 3d-zx2, 3d-x2-y22, 3d-z21 and 4s2. That means the configuration of the copper is required to be argon core 3d9 4s2, right? But actually it is not like that. Here also the one electron from the 4s is jumped from 4s to 3d-z2, right? And the configuration is become argon core 3d-xy2, 3d-yz2, 3d-zx2, 3d-x2-y22, 3d-z22 and 4s1. So correct configuration of the copper is argon core 3d10 4s1. This one is correct and this one is wrong. Okay, so write this configuration in exam. Don't forget. Now 30 number element, that is zinc, 18 electron like argon, 19 and 20, 3dxy2, 3dyz2, 3dzx2, 3dx2-y22 and 3dz22. All the three orbitals completed. That is argon have configuration argon core 3d10 4s2. Okay, clear? So these are the configuration of first 30 element. Let's see the electronic configuration of the ions. As we know that there is one positive ion and one is negative ion. When atom lose the electron, it form the positive ion. N is an atom supposed to be, it lose n electron, then charge of M is n plus n. Same way, negative ion, when atom gain the electron and form the negative ion. M is the atom is accept or gain an electron, then charge of the atom is m minus m. The certain important steps that I am introducing here to write the configuration of ion is first, electrons are removed or gained in outermost orbit. Second, the suborbital of outermost orbit paired electron, then electron first removed from paired electron and make it unpaired. Generally, in suborbital, the electron is last filled is first removed. The higher value of n of an orbital is considered as outer orbital. So these things just keep in mind so you can easily write the configuration of the ion. Okay, and just start from the some basic ion. That is, suppose if I want to write down hydrogen plus, right? Then hydrogen have configuration 1s1. We want the positive ion. That means one electron is required to lose here. 1s is outermost orbit, so H plus have configuration 1s0. Right? Second, suppose if I write down lithium plus 1. So just keep in mind the configuration of lithium 1s2, 2s1. What I suggest, if you want to form a positive ion, then electrons are required to remove. Electrons removed or added from the outermost orbit. So which one is outermost orbit? Then higher value of n is outermost, so n equal to 2. So 2s is outermost, so electron is but obvious removed from the 2s. How many electron is required to lose? 1. So lithium plus 1 have configuration 1s2. Like this. 1 electron is removed from the 2s. It is not mandatory to write 2s0, so don't worry. Third, suppose if I write down carbon plus 2. Okay. Then configuration of carbon 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1. Okay. Which one is the outermost orbit? 2. That is 2px and 2py. First, how many electrons are required to lose? 2 electrons. So this one is the outermost orbit. So 1 electron from 2py and 1 electron from 2px. So C plus 2 is a 1s2, 2s2 and 2p0. Suppose if anybody asks, sir, here we mentioned the suborbital of the outermost orbit have pair electron, then electron first removed from the pair electron. Why the electron is not removed from the 2s? Listen me carefully. What does it mean? The suborbitals, that means the suborbital is 2px and 2py, that is 2p. 2s is not a suborbital, is a orbital. So in suborbital the rule is applicable, not for orbital. Clear? Fourth, if I will write down F minus 1, negative ion. Okay. So fluorine have configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py2 and 2pz1. Okay, minus 1, that is 1 electron is required to gain negative ion. So one electron that will add in the outermost orbit according to rule number 1. So which one is outermost orbit? 2p. But 2px and 2py is already pair. So next electron that will enter into the 2pz. So F minus have a configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py2 and 2pz2. Clear? Let's go ahead for the next configuration. O minus 2. Oxygen, the atomic number is 8. So configuration of oxygen is 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py1, 2pz1. Right? Minus 2 charge. That means 2 electrons required to gain. That means we have to add 2 electron. So add the 2 electron. So 2px is already filled. So 2py have 1 electron. So 1 electron is added to 2py and 1 electron is added to 2pz. So O minus 2 have a configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py2, 2pz2 like this. Okay, silicon plus 3. I want to write down the configuration of silicon plus 3. Right? Then silicon 14 number configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3px1, 3py1 plus 3. That means 3 electrons required to lose. 1 electron from 3py, 1 electron from 3px and 1 more is required. So 1 electron from 3s. So configuration of silicon plus 3 is going to be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1 like this. Now I want to write down scandium configuration, scandium plus 1. Scandium, the atomic number is 21. The configuration is argon core 3d-xy1 and 4s2. Right? So now the concept is clear. Why I dot 4s after the 3d? The reason is a higher value of n, that is our outermost orbit. So what obvious? Electron that is removed from the 4s first, not 3d, because our principal quantum number of d is 3 and s is 4. Clear? So the electron is removed first from the 4s, not from the 3d. Keep in mind. So argon core 3d-xy1 as it is, 1 electron is removed from the 4s. So configuration is become of scandium plus 1 is argon core 3d-xy1 4s1. Mn plus 3. Right? Manganese 25 number. The configuration is argon core 3d-xy1, 3d-yz1, 3d-zx1, 3d-x2-y21, 3d-z21 and 4s2. How many electrons required to lose? 3 electron. So 2 electron from 4s and 1 electron from any one of this, because the suborbital have same energy. So 1 electron supposed to be, conventionally I am accepting 3d-z2. So configuration of Mn plus 3 is going to be argon core 3d-xy1, 3d-yz1, 3d-zx1, 3d-x2-y21, 3d-z2 is 0 and 4 is 0. Right? It is not required to mention, or it is not mandatory to write this configuration. So Fe 26 number. Fe plus 3 is known as ferric ion. Just for information, nothing else. Configuration of Fe is argon core 3d-xy2, 3d-yz1, 3d-zx1, 3d-x2-y21, 3d-z21 and 4s2. How many electrons required to lose here? 3, because it has plus 3 charge. So Fe plus 3 electrons is required to lose. So 2 electron is 4s is confirmed. Now 1 electron, remember the rule. If the suborbital have pair electron, then electron is removed from the pair electron and make it unpair. So 2 electron from the 4s and 1 electron from the 3d xy. So configuration is become Fe plus 3 equal to argon core 3d xy1, 3d yz1, 3d zx1, 3d x2 dash y21, 3d z21 and 4s 0. If you want to mention, then mention. If you don't want, then don't mention. So this is the configuration of Fe plus 3 and this way. Right? Suppose Fe plus 4. Right? Then 4 electron is required to lose. So 2 from the 4s, 1 from the 3d xy. 3, 1 more is required. So you can eliminate 1 electron from any of one of the orbital. Suppose if I accept 3dz, then the configuration is become argon core 3d xy1, 3d yz1, 3d zx1, 3d x2 dash y21 and 1 electron removed from the 3d z2. So Fe plus 4. Right? So this way we can write the configuration of the ion. Now let's calculate the quantum number. Suppose if they ask to write the quantum number of the sodium atom, then generally it was accepted the quantum number we have to calculate for last electron, right, is accepted. But I am showing here how can we compare or how can we calculate the quantum number. If I want to write down the quantum number of 4s2, then compare this with the n l m s this way. N equal to 4, L equal to s orbital, so it's 0. Value of m is also equal to 0. S, it can be written as plus or minus 1 by 2, right? Anyone you can accept. If you write down plus 1 by 2, then also it is right. If you write minus 1 by 2, then also if you write, or if you write both the value plus or minus, then it is accepted, right? Suppose 3px1, right? Compare the value n l m s, n equal to 3, p orbital, so l equal to 1. Value of m is, you can write down plus 1, you can write down 0, you can write down minus 1. Why it is so? Because value of m is starting from plus 1 to the minus 1, right? So any one value you can use, and s is equal to plus or minus 1 by 2, anyone, either clockwise or anti-clockwise, this way. Okay. Suppose if they ask write the quantum number for calcium, the configuration of calcium is argon core 4s2. So what I told you, conventionally we are accepted the last electron, that is a 4s2. So compare with the NLMS and we have an answer here. N equal to 4, L equal to 0, M equal to 0, S equal to plus or minus 1 by 2. Okay, this way we have to write down, we can calculate the quantum number, is a simple method.